Plant, cold, air, water, earth, fire, plasma, shadow, mech, crystal, poison, fairy, psychic, mythical, legendary, electric, celestial. My Singing Monsters, a game that has been unraveling lore for 7 years and counting. A game that's lore is so deep and complex that no one has ever pieced it all together. Well, today that all changes. With this one wall, here on this cave wall, we will reconstruct the most detailed log of monster history in the known universe. Join us as we explore the Wondermine!
Welcome, everyone! Today is the first episode of Into the Wondermine, and our guest is Mofix. You know him from YouTube. He's been around for ages. He's one of the OG YouTubers. If anyone's here that doesn't know him, I'm legitimately surprised. Today, we're going to be discussing the Prism Gate, and I hope you guys are excited because this is going to be a huge chapter in this channel's history, and maybe, I don't want to land on horror, but maybe in the My Singing Monsters community. So, we'll see. Alright, now, let me get on, and I can see you guys' chat. That was dramatic as heck! I messed up a little bit, but that was awesome! What's up, Mofix? What's up, Mofix?
I'm gonna post this on my thing so people can watch.
Okay, awesome. I'm very excited to rewatch that. Okay, awesome. Okay.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, thank you. It was a little bit ear rapey at the beginning, but
Not forget
okay, so let's discuss. Oh. Okay, so. Ooh. Let me turn this off actually, because that's just unnecessary noise. Okay, well. And keep the sound off. And there you go, Peter. You are in charge of the chat.
They can't hear me.
Oh, they can't hear you?
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Yeah, I might want to boost the
Okay.
volume of Mofix.
Let's turn you up a little bit. You know what? I can probably connect you to the speaker.
Yep, I would do that. That would be better. Put it right
I hope
next
my
to.
voice doesn't just like blow your house up.
Yeah, it's just like boom, 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 boom. Yeah, you just, let me do an acapella of Plant Island. Boom, boom, boom.
All right, is that good? Are we plugged in? Yeah. Okay, we're charging. Good. And let me just Bluetooth this. Okay. Make sure this doesn't connect to the
La zebra diva.
Oh, Raw Zebra's on here? Oh, yeah. Did I tell you?
What? Oh, okay.
Yeah. What's up, Raw Zebra? Okay. Oh, disconnect this from the phone. Disconnect it to the phone.
Yep.
Yeah.
This kid knows how to use his own phone?
Oh,
Plot
homie.
twist. Oh, homie.
Oh, homie.
What a
There you
homie.
go. Kiss your homies.
Two homies?
Alright, here we go. We are on. Can we hear you now, Mofix?
Oh.
Hello. Alright, that's much better. Okay, so, today, it's going to get a lot less dramatic from there.
Near there.
Oh, you're right, yeah. So, this is going to get a lot less dramatic from here, but, we are going to be, I'm going to start painting, actually. I'm going to
Wait, what? On what?
the wall. This is, I feel pretty proud of this. We've made a model. Oh, can you even see this? We've made a model of
Here, I can
the.
go add, like turn it a little bit.
We've made a model of the inside of the tribal caves.
Do you want me to turn it a little bit so they can see how big it is?
Yeah.
Oh,
What's that
that's
in the way?
that's actually so cool.
Thank you. Yeah. It
Awesome.
yeah. I think that this is gonna be kind of fun to have like the cave paintings on the wall. We can make like a whole like. I mean, it's something new.
Yeah, that'd be.
What was that?
You can like rewrite history and like draw like a brump or something on the.
That's all of history is the Brump and the Dandy do. Okay, so where do we start? We've got the colossal spirits. All right, Peter. Do you want to read through the history right here?
Oh, okay. I was wondering if you wanted me to like turn the camera a little bit so we can see you. I don't know how
Yeah,
high
sure.
you're going up.
Sure.
Oh, you're going to the exact top, right?
I'm going to the top. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna turn the camera so everyone can see because I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna
People-
take my
people-
scarf off.
people-
Someone says your flies down.
Huh? What do you say?
Somebody says your flies down.
Mine? I don't even have a fly. What are you talking about?
I don't know. Oh, it was late Raz.
Oh, Peter, the top of the set is on screen. Probably want to get that out.
Huh? Oh no, I was wondering if you wanted me to go to the top because if they wanted to see you paint.
No. What I mean is, if you look at the actual camera, or if you come over here, you can see like the above the set.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my bad.
Here, let me pass you this.
Hmm?
It should be a little easier to tell from there. And then just keep me in contact with the chat.
Okay.
Okay, so the beginning is the colossal spirits. So let me just. Oh, you know what? I think I have a tray. Okay. This is gonna be pretty fun. Sorry if I kind of messed up the lighting there for a second. Oh, actually, here's a little teaser for one of my next videos, probably the next video that I'm gonna make. I don't know if you can actually see that in picture.
Yo.
Yeah. So.
Don't lean on that wall.
Okay.
You'll be sorry.
That's
All right,
one
that
of
should
our-
be good for the camera.
local-
Hopefully, they can see you painting a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll go over here and start reading it off once you want me to.
Okay.
Just tell me when.
Now, go ahead. You can start.
Go ahead. Wait, what do I have to talk about?
So that's the timeline right there. Just like explain it. Don't be like.
Where do you want me to start from?
The very beginning. Very beginning.
Very beginning, like where did the colossals come from?
Yeah, so we don't know where the Colossals came from, but they were here.
Oh.
The Colossals started as, they're like spirits, you know, they can inhabit things, but they don't always.
Okay, so you
I
can
don't
be talking
exactly-
while you paint. Once I mention it, you
Yeah.
can talk a little bit about it.
Yeah.
And Mofix can chime in too,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah, we'd love to hear your thoughts, Mofix.
What'd you say?
We'd love to hear some of your thoughts.
Oh yeah, sure.
There we go. There's some nice light blue. So I'm gonna do some of the islands up here.
So, or one for each of the elements. So yeah, go ahead, just talk about the
Alright,
lore, Peter.
so where did the colossals come from?
We don't know. We don't know. That's sort of like a question like asking,
Like if that's like saying, is there a god? You know.
Yeah, it's unanswered. And
Yeah.
It might be at some point, but you know.
That's like a really difficult question to
Yeah.
answer. I don't know if we have the means to
I think
answer.
they said that the Colossals just have been there for the entire time.
Yeah. Sort of
I
situation.
feel like I remember them saying something like that.
Okay.
so they've just always been here.
Alright, next one?
Yeah.
Alright. Colossals create the world.
Okay.
They came from the
So-
sky.
I feel like I should preface this. I should say that we are going to be animating the entire Mycenaean Monsters history. Like we're gonna make like a 15-minute long history video once we're done with this sort of cave painting thing we're doing.
Oh, that sounds really interesting.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. Okay.
So I've got some colossals up there. What do you think, Pete?
I don't know if they were able to see that.
Do you want
me
to try tilting the camera?
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't see any.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, how many people are on, Pete?
8.
Okay.
5 likes.
That is not many. Wow. Hey, if you want to like the video, feel free to. Guys. Anybody else?
All right. You can see it now, I believe, right?
Oh, they're really tiny.
Yeah, they're tiny, but
Yeah, okay.
they're tiny in
Probably don't
person
wanna-
too. Trust me.
You probably don't want to get the corner of the set in front.
It's someone. MSM friend said, "How are you doing, Riff?"
I am doing actually great. I was just down in Louisiana. They had this whole street that was just about gay, and it was really fun. So I got the shirt. The sorry girls, I'm gay. That's pretty fun. What? And then we went to like a jazz concert and all this fun stuff.
Jazz, did they have a saxophone?
Yeah, they did. They had like a
Nice.
clarinet player too. It was crazy. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. So we've got a little bit of the spirits going on up there. Okay. Where is the furrow? Yes. Sure. It can mean that if you want.
I mean, if you're old school, boomer.
Yeah.
Okay, boomer. That's actually what he said. Okay, boomer. Okay, boomer. Okay, you doomer.
Okay. I even messed this up a little bit.
What?
Botched it.
The painting tray or the actual
No, I
cardboard?
just got some paint on my hands.
Oh, okay.
It's not like I messed up the actual tapestry. What should we call this wall? What should we call this log? You know,
Wonder Wall. No.
Isn't it like? Are you just gonna put paintings on it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, then just call it like the painting wall or
The
something.
painting wall. I mean, right? Why not? Why go more complex than that? Okay, let's see. We got some red and some green here.
Makes it dope.
That is nice. It's nice. Okay.
We Bob Ross. I
Um,
mean, yeah.
I got this great Bob Ross.
The Wonder Wall. Blake at stake. The Wonder Wall.
You already said that.
No, I think it looked like he was saying like quote. No, not quotes. It was. Oh, it was a stud. The Wonder Wall.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll call this the painting.
Wonder Wall.
So
Just-
okay.
Apparently, people like Wonder Wall. Apparently,
Ooh.
he just someone was like, 2 people have said they like the Wonder Wall already. No, 3 people. Jammer.
Okay. So
Man,
here's where we start. That's.
Oh, did I not make up the Wonder Wall? Did someone say before me? If so, great minds think alike. No, the Wall of Wonderfulness. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Do you think we should just go with Mofix?
Yeah, we'll just go with the painting wall. I mean, why get more complex than that?
Wonder Wall sounds great.
It does. It's kind of a cool idea.
It does, but you guys can refer to it as the Wonder Wall. It can be a fan name, like
Yeah,
the
actually,
unofficial
that's
fan
quite
name.
charming. That's quite charming. Yes.
We'll call it the
We'll call it the
painting
painting
wall.
wall as like that's the official name. You guys can call it.
I'm
the
gonna
wall.
tap out for a sec. Okay, I see you, Blake.
Okay.
You was about to say that. Okay, cool.
Look at that. Creating the world.
I'm pretty sure people can see that. It was really hard. Okay, wait. Maybe I should edit this a little bit. I can't see, but it looks. Oh yeah, the corner. Oh crap, the corner is definitely in there.
It was kind of hard to see. Okay. Sorry if the camera starts getting a little bit shaky.
Just pick up the camera and like go to the painting.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah. Do you want to just bring it over here? Give like a close-up view.
All right. I'm not gonna be able to really see. Well, unless it appears on this. Yeah, it does. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Oh my God. Sorry about that. Holy
There we
crap.
go.
All right. I'm gonna quickly step up here for a sec. Here we are.
You want to explain what's going on there?
Oh, it looks amazing.
Thank you.
I can't explain what's going up here. What's going on here?
So I think that's just like the I don't like the thing is like what does a colossal look like before it's an island, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of just imagining them as like spirits, like sort of like almost like the critters on Fairy Island.
Dude, that could be a pun. Hold on, not what you said. Jamu, you said, dude, you broke the 4th wall, and we're painting a wall. Boy, that could be a pun. I'm guessing no pun intended, but you know.
Okay. Yeah, that's nice.
The colossals probably look like they're probably just like big clouds with like a really realistic face.
That would be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's another way.
What is this? We have this big wall, this big rock wall. If you want to explain it, you could probably explain
so
it better.
this is the Wondermine. We are, as you know, the Wondermine is a cave inside the monster world, and like a lot of the caves in the monster world tend to have cave paintings inside them, reconstructing parts of monster history. And here I'd like to just reconstruct all of monster history, just explaining everything that's ever happened. So we're starting way at the beginning with the colossals creating the world, and now I'm moving on to the first monsters becoming born, the celestials.
Oh, you have cool nails.
Oh, thank you. Aren't those nice? Yeah, we got those done.
Yeah, they look nice.
What colors do you have?
I don't know what I have at home. We got these done in Florida, Louisiana.
Louisiana, yeah. Oh, nice. So Louisiana fingernails. All right.
Okay.
Just gonna put like all of the events on this wall.
Yeah. So we'll just have basically like a whole.
Is that a plant food plant island?
I'm gonna
Is that-
start-
Is that?
What was that?
It's like a timeline.
Yeah.
Okay, but aren't there like some events that like happen at the same time when they get like kind of confusing?
That's
at some
true.
point?
That's true. Peter, well, you know what? Peter, do you want to just read out the full timeline that we have?
All right. I'll go put the iPad back up.
All right, we can just go through it, and then we can go through it a little slower later. But for now,
Whoa. All right.
You have a lot of stuff in your room.
I do. It's cluttered right now.
Just because you're painting and everything.
Yeah.
All right.
We've been doing a lot of work to get this stuff ready,
Now
but it's totally worth it.
I'm gonna turn this a little bit just so you can see him painting.
Bless you.
Well, no, I'm pretty sure he's drinking something.
Oh, okay.
It sounded like I don't know. Maybe you did. Maybe that was
Yeah, I
a
was
ju-
drinking.
Okay,
Okay.
I thought that was like a really weird.
I mean, maybe I didn't know. Maybe that was a juicy sneeze.
All right, Peter, go ahead and just read out the
Alright,
timeline.
so monsters thrive and create advanced technology.
Yeah,
And that's after celestials oversee the world, okay?
Pull me up a picture of Galvana as you read that.
What?
Galvana,
Wait, no, after I read what?
after you finish reading that part.
The monsters. This.
Oh, was that it? Okay, hold on. I just gotta pull up a picture of Galvana.
Not safe for kids.
What?
You paint.
Oh. Okay. Wait, we wanna go with baby Galvana.
Baby.
Galvana. No,
No,
stop.
No.
Stop.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get it stuck in my head.
You're gonna get it first.
I know. Okay, there we go. So the first lessons. Got it.
That
Okay,
is
go.
like.
Read.
Wow, that is impressive though.
What?
Baby Galvana just Galvana.
I know she's good at balancing.
on one ball. My goodness, that is insane. All right, where is it? All right, here we are. So I just read monsters thrive and create advanced technology. Is that? When was what?
That's the really early days, the golden days of
What?
of the monster world.
Is that like when?
I just noticed your shirt.
Oh.
I need that shirt.
Is that when what's his name was made? What is his name? I don't play much Singing Monsters anymore. So the robot.
Wobox.
Wobox. Is that when he was made?
Wobox.
He was made
The
a little
robot.
later. He came from like the mind of the Colossals, I believe.
Oh, okay.
He was like inside of them.
No, I think I heard that Galvana created like the boxed Wobox and put it inside of the island so that the Colossals would survive when they
She-
merge with the island.
No way, really? Okay, that's actually
Yeah.
kind of big.
That's what they said in one of the MSM Live things.
Okay, wait.
I don't remember which one though. I think it was after Galvanic came to Celestial Island, and they.
What? Wait, did we lose him?
He's still there.
Well, I said that when they said that was after Galvanic came to Celestial,
Really?
like after the update came out.
Interesting.
And they said that like when the continent like split up, Galvanic had to create the box Wobbox to keep.
To keep what?
To keep the colossals
Alive.
You keep cutting out.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, there was a lot of cutting in and out going on.
It's kind of funny actually. It's like you're cutting out at the important parts.
Yeah.
Kind of comical.
All right. So
Yeah,
that's,
so that means that Wobbox and Galvana technically have never like.
they've never actually met.
Strange.
Huh. But how does he
It's
know
strange
about
because of how he wrote the like GXW thing on
Right,
a structure on Woblin Island.
Right. How does he know about her? If you look in her bio, there's this thing about like how she how Wobbox like was inspired to make the Woblins after meeting some cosmic being that came down from the heavens. Which I'm expecting was Galvana. But then like that's a really obscure relationship, you know? Like how would you even know her name? Right?
I mean, since he's a robot, it might be like something like in his code or whatever that like was made when she made him.
That's true.
Yes, he always knew it. He just
That's
knew the
true.
name from somewhere.
That's very true.
And when he found out when he found out who the person's name was Galvana, he decided to make the Woblins. I don't know. I just
Some of it's fitting together pretty well.
out of inspiration that.
Okay, there we go. That's good. That's good. So, can you see that in the picture, Peter?
Oh,
Did you forget the phone over there?
Whoops, I have not been looking at the comments.
Whoa! I almost did so much stuff.
How many people do we have on here?
I gotta go.
Someone asked if
Oh my
they
gosh.
if they can ask me stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, okay. Well, I'm gonna say that, but like,
No, I can only ask
I shouldn't
you.
I shouldn't even be answering for that. What's up, Mo? Yeah. You
What's
answer
up,
that.
Mo?
You answer
What's
that,
up,
Mo?
Yeah, I'd be I'd be fine with answering questions.
Wait, did you change your your profile picture?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, Mofix? No,
I
you.
didn't. You didn't? What is this?
Oh, that's just my symbol.
Is it?
You can like set those up. I'll show you.
Can
sometime.
you? Oh, well, I don't do any YouTube anymore. Since
yeah,
Copper
but,
went.
well, you do our YouTube channel.
That's true. So if I ever
Although
wanted-
not enough
if I
of
ever-
that.
If I ever wanted to set it to anything lewd, then that's safe for me.
Just a picture of Pride.
Ask me what I think happened to Starhenge. I think it was confirmed that the reason why it fell was because when the continent broke apart, they lost their because apparently the connection between the continent and Starhenge had like the power that kept it up. So when the continent fell apart, Starhenge just ran out of the power and fell.
Interesting. Do you think that could have been like some sort of natural balance type thing?
Yeah, I like the power that they're talking about might be like supernatural. It's like probably the first instance of like the supernatural element.
How's that look, Peter? The Colossal's creating life. What do you think? Do you like it? I just gave him little hands and 2 little eyes. They're kind of creepy, but.
Mofix, do you remember when you commented on my video?
I don't remember that.
Wait, not me. It was Emerson Friends. You might know. I don't know if you saw the comment.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Emerson Friends is not your friend.
No.
You lost a fan today. Aw.
No.
I'm joking.
There we go. That's kind of nice.
Quadruple.
What's the next step in the timeline?
Shoot.
Oh, that's okay.
That's okay.
Okay, after this, just read through like the whole timeline. Okay, so for
Alright.
third thing. So let's
Wait.
do- oh, Celestials, right?
Wait. Wait, would the Celestials oversee the world? I was only on Monsters still having create advanced technology.
Oh yeah, keep going.
So where did the prism gates come from?
That's an interesting topic. We should discuss that.
Well, isn't the prison gate just the connection between the normal dimension?
What was that? You cut out at the end there.
Isn't the prism gate the connection between the normal dimension and the globy dimension, like the dimension that the globies came?
Is it? I didn't know that. Huh. What do you think the Globies like mean in like the grand scheme of things? Like, what's their purpose? And
I think they're mostly just like otherworldly creatures, because that's what they said. Like when they first came out, they were like
they're like aliens.
people who came from like in game. Well, I mean, in game they're just kind of like decorations. They don't really do anything.
Right. But like in what's their purpose? What is the Prism Gate there for? What's it sort of mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's probably just like not meant to be. It's probably just like an accident. Like, whoops, we accidentally put a portal in this dimension.
Because like, here's what I was thinking: is what if the Prism Gate was somehow connected to the continent coming apart? Like all the Prism Gates appearing.
I think they said, like the only time they ever like, said anything about like the reason why the continent broke apart in the first place, they said something about like the Colossals, had like some kind of disagreement or something. Like somehow they just like got mad at each other and then the continent just like exploded for no reason.
Huh.
I think they said that in the Fire Oasis video in the MSN Live,
Really?
like when it came out.
We're gonna have to check that out. All right.
Oh yeah, it says below here, click all possible prism gate info, watch Emerson live.
Yeah. Peter, you and me, we're just gonna have to binge watch some of that sometime.
Yeah. Oh yeah, someone said, Mofix, how do you think Titans came to replace Colossals?
I don't think that the Titans replaced the Colossals. I feel like they're just two separate things that just coexist. They're both very different. Like the Colossals we don't know much about and they're always asleep, but the Titans are always awake and doing stuff.
I feel like the Colossals are more of a spiritual thing, whereas the Titans might be some sort of actual animal.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the Titans are like physical beings, like just really huge, giant.
Right.
The prism gate is an interdimensional wave.
DJ Epic.
You think Footcorn and Mammoth travel to the same dimension?
That's another thing. Is like, does the Prism Gate go to different places for different monsters? Or what happens inside the Prism Gate? You know? Well, how does it do what it does?
I think they said that like it changes them to the molecular level, which like I don't know how that's possible without them dying.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that should like really mess them up. But I mean, plus any monsters, they're not gonna get into anything freaky. So
Where did the magicals come from?
That's a good question. What happened to the outer islands, and where did magicals come from? I'm
Well, I think it has something to do with the Prism Gate. Like maybe the Prism Gate just like ate up the island and just turned it into. Because we already know that it changes things a lot.
That's another thing.
So,
Yeah, the Prism Gate did appear, like, not at the same time as the islands disappeared, obviously, but, like, in game, like, in version history, they did appear at very similar times. You know, the Magicals
Yeah.
and the Prism Gates.
yeah, usually that like means a lot because, like, remember like Starhenge and Wildland Island were like being updated like at similar times.
Right,
And those two have a
true.
lot of
They're very
connections.
connected. Right.
Do the colossals actually have a body, or are they just floating islands?
I think that I've theorized about that. If you watch my old videos, there's like I have this one Plant Island video where it zooms out of Plant Island and he's like this huge guy playing a bass guitar, you know, which I thought was what the castle bass was, but it wasn't. It turns out that's just a like the air blowing through it, sort of like a wind instrument, somehow makes a bass note, bass sound, but. They said that I believe that they said one time in My Sea Monsters Live that I do watch My Sea Monsters Live sometimes, I just don't always have the time. But I believe they said a couple times that the islands are way bigger in reality than they are when they're shown in game. Like how in the some YouTube videos, like one of the Days of Yay videos, they showed Mammoth and Embrat snowboarding on Cold Island, which was, you know, it means it's got like mountains and stuff. It's a much bigger place than they show. That's nice. Yeah, this is good. This is coming along well. But I think that they're more like they just sort of fade into the ground. Maybe they're just like a face. I don't know.
Talking about the colossals,
Yeah.
because I think that the colossals are just spirits. They don't really have a body, and they're not always inside of an island. Because that's how like the continent was turned into the islands, was because the colossals put their spirits inside the islands.
Right. Do you think that a colossal could possibly go into something else, like another monster's body? That'd be a little freaky.
Yeah, probably. I don't think it can be like a monster. I think it has to be really big.
Okay.
Like maybe the castle.
Ah.
I don't know.
That'd be interesting to have an island like with a colossal inside the castle on top of it. Like a colossal on top of a colossal. That'd be kind of a weird concept. That's nice. Can you show me that picture of Goblin again? So I'll get an idea for a facial structure.
So, Marcy Noggins said, Mofix, do you think epics will come to Sugarbush Island, or will Sugarbush Island remain at the low number of 22 monsters?
I don't think they're gonna change anything for Sugarbush Island because it's just kind of been the same for so long, and it looks like they don't even want to touch Sugarbush because of copyright stuff.
Right.
So I don't know.
I've got this My Sea Monsters hoodie that Peter, you know it very well.
Yep.
That I like a lot. And it doesn't have Sugarbush or any of the Sugar fam on it because of copyright reasons. It just kind of sucks, you know, because you don't have the whole all the monsters there. Yeah, they're definitely trying to avoid using Sugarbush.
So
for-
Sugarbush is copyrighted?
I believe so. I believe that he partially falls under the ownership of Christian Bush.
Yeah, I guess so. It'd be kind of weird if it didn't, but that's interesting. I didn't know that. I mean, I guess it's kind of to be expected.
Yeah. I mean, it's him. It's
Yeah.
supposed to be him.
I don't know why he would sue them though.
Yeah, that'd be a little weird if Christian Bush sued My Sea Monsters.
Be a little bit scummy. It'd be like, you know.
Well, they have like an agreement thing, I guess, and it would be bad to go against it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't want to be the ones at fault, so they would just better not to do anything.
Yeah.
Right.
Alright. What does a dipstick look like underneath?
Oh my gosh. If you go back, I actually have a video where me and actually a science teacher that I had did some math, determining the velocity and all this science stuff. I've forgotten it by now about dipsters. And if you go back, you can actually see what a dipster is built like underground. Yeah, I did that. That was a really cool video I did.
I think I remember you doing that one. Yeah, it was interesting because
There was like concept art I remember where one of the dipsters like had like a springy thing under it.
Yeah, yeah.
So it might be that.
I think I have that on my photo roll. I have a lot of My Sea Monsters concepts because I like to be able to say, like, if there's a new monster that comes out, I like to be able to look back at the concept art and say, like, hey, that looks just like them. You know,
and they do that a lot.
they've been doing that with the magicals recently a lot. Yeah, that's true. They definitely do.
I
Like
have
to go
this
back and-
picture of one of the dipsters and I photoshopped it to make it look really long. I'll send it to you on Discord.
Yes.
I used it in a video. I don't remember which one, but it just looks really funny.
So speaking of your videos, you've got connections with a lot of other big YouTubers like Quinn, and you kind of like spoiled some of his monsters in one of your recent video thumbnails. Was he okay with that?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I thought you just did that against his will. You're just like.
I remember I asked him like I asked him if he could like pretend to be mad at me like in his Discord server just because I thought that would be funny.
Well, you did a good job of it. You didn't show like too much. It was sort of still a surprise. Like when when that new guy came out today, I was kind of surprised at how it was built compared to the little bit of a snippet that we saw in your thumbnail.
Dominico commented.
See, I didn't spoil too much.
Who's back?
Hey, what's up, Dominico?
On My Singing Monsters Live, someone asked about what's under a dipstick. It's actually just like an earthworm.
Really?
Didn't know.
Oh, so they're just like super long and slimy.
Okay, there are some jokes that I could have made right there, and I did not. So Peter, understand that I did refrain.
No, it's okay because then you could like make it not for kids and
Oh yeah, My Singing Noggins said, speaking of Sugar Bush, do you think Sugar Fam are humans in costumes to pretend that they are monsters, or are they human-looking monsters?
I actually have sort of a nasty theory about that.
What?
Yeah.
How can it be?
Oh, no.
I don't know if I want.
So here's what I'm gonna go ahead and guess that it was.
Humans breed with monsters. Dang, I know you too well.
I hate to say it, but I think it was probably Spirit. I don't know. We don't know a lot about Spirit. We don't know what kind of a guy he was. What if he was just like, I want some human monster, you know? And then there were human monsters.
It would be cool if Spirit and like those other statued monsters were in Dawn of Fire.
Yes.
But I think those statue decorations exist there, so that's kind of a plot hole.
Yeah. So then the interesting thing about Spirit though is that he, like, even though they show in the Spirit statue he looks like a monster, they've shown other pieces on like Instagram, other images and on Facebook and stuff of like the silhouette of Spirit next to the monsters, and he's clearly a human. So it's like, what, I don't know what he is.
I've never seen that.
Yeah. Peter, would you go on Instagram right now and trying to remember what it was. Go on Instagram, go to My Singing Monsters' Facebook page, and look up. What is it? Yeah, just go to Instagram, My Singing Monsters Facebook page. Just get there. My Singing Monsters page. Excuse me. Sorry, that's kind of nasty. What do you do? Not a thing. There's like a little thing stuck on my lip. Yeah, clear one. Okay, let's just look through this. It was back a while.
Someone asked me what my favorite island is, and I have no idea. There's a lot of islands.
I know,
I really
there-
I
there's
really
so many-
like Firehaven. I like Gold Island. Gold Island's cool. Woodland Island is good without like the later Woodlands that were bad.
Yeah. They were different.
I don't
they
really
were like
like them.
it feels like the later Wublins were even like a different style almost than the earlier ones. They were like much more colorful.
Yeah,
Oh,
it definitely like they just kind of clashed together, and it sounds really weird.
you see that? Look at that. That was me.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna look it up. Can you just look up My Singing Monsters? There's like one other. How do you find a specific post on someone's account? My Singing Monsters. It was like Friends Day or something. No, My Singing Minsters. Okay. Friends Day, I think. It was like they were looking back on one of their old.
I don't think it comes up.
Okay. Can someone in the chat right now, does anyone remember that image? Or can someone try to help us find that? We're too lazy and too dumb to know how to. Does anybody remember that? Does anybody in the
Someone
chat?
asked what my least favorite island is, and I think it might be Celestial Island. I just don't like how it sounds. I don't like how it works in the game and how it's just Woodland Island 2.
Oh,
and
true.
there's just a lot of bad stuff about it that I don't like.
Yeah, they're just kind of.
And also the fact that they're all babies. If there's babies in it, I automatically hate it.
Dang you, baby Yoda! I'm drawing a little baby Galvana up here right now. So
Mofix hates it.
I know.
It's
I'm
ugly
I'm
in a
literally
good way.
drawing this whole thing just to make Mofix angry.
No.
We tricked you and we got you on here just to make you angry for an hour and a half.
No.
So you recently did a face reveal. Why did you decide to do that? And why haven't you for a while? What's sort of the...
I don't really know. I just kind of never got around to it. I didn't think that it mattered, but like, I just decided that it would be fun to do that for that one special video where I like changed my soda for the new decade and everything.
Huh, yeah. Is that like the only time you're ever gonna do that?
No, I'm gonna do more stuff, but like, I don't really have any plans because most of the stuff that I plan to do is just like animations and stuff.
Do you have any like big projects coming up that you're able to disclose? Or
Oh yeah, well I do have this one thing that's recently been announced on Ducky's channel. I don't know if you know him. He's
yes.
he did
Yeah.
the talker on both of the Fire collabs.
Right, and you're doing it's Wordos on Psychic Island, right?
Yeah, and there's like 6 Wordles on it,
Ooh.
and I'm animating the video.
Ooh. So are you doing 3D rigs for them? That's what it looked
Well,
like.
Well, one of them has like a head turn, and there's another one that just like flips. The other day, you when you asked me to be on here, you asked me if there was anything that I wanted to like promote or anything,
Mhm.
and I have like a preview of the video. Do you think that you can play that video on the stream?
Sure. Do you know how to do that, Peter? Do you know how to broadcast an image to the stream? Or broadcast a little video?
There we go. Okay, are we back? Are we back? Oh, there's no one here anymore. There's literally no one on the stream anymore.